Welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Insane Renegade Run, so named because we are on Insanity mode and we are playing Renegade. And if we take a wee look-see, yes, last time we picked up a load of Renegade points, just due to, the minor murder of a few innocent people. I mean, they weren't that innocent. They were shooting at me. They were also enthralled by an alien plant and had no control over their actions, but it's fine. Anyway, the point is we're nearly 3/4 of the way to full. And for once, I don't have a level up I've forgotten about. Isn't that marvellous? So, last time, we went and finished off Feros. We went and defeated the Thorian and fought a lot of Green Asari clones and all of that jazz. And you may remember we also managed to pick up rather a lot of extra side missions in Feros. We got a lot of stuff. We got data about the Geth, who are doing something in the Armstrong Nebula cluster. Nebula, I'm going to go Nebula. We got some stuff about Cerberus, who are doing dastardly things in the Maroon Sea. And that's on top of the whole host of other side missions that are just sort of lying around waiting for us to trip over them. So, today, we're probably going to go and do some of those. However, firstly, we need to do some housekeeping because we haven't talked to our squad in a while, and I think some of them have some interesting things to say to us. Possibly some requests, maybe some extra side missions. So we'll start with Garrus. Hey Garrus, how's it going?
Commander, good to see you.
Hello, how are you?
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common? Well, to be honest with you, Phoenix, it's fairly common on Earth, so I don't see why it wouldn't be common on the Citadel.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
I love how you could just leave the conversation at this point, just halfway through when he's got to the tantalising cliffhanger, and you're just sort of like, yeah, I'm gonna go now, Garrus, I'll see you later. No, we're gonna keep talking.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Never pass up the opportunity to question about Krogan testicles.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
I mean, very, very lucrative scam. I'm going to be honest with you, a very lucrative scam. Okay, tell me about the doctor.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
I have to say the way he said interviewing there was a little bit worrying, but never mind, let's ignore it.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's sick test tubes. Interesting. No, to be honest with you, that's quite sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies, then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Yes, don't tell me that! That's no way to end a story, Garrus, for heaven's sake, what's wrong with you?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
You know what? To be honest with you, most of the times when you've only got two options like this, both ones will lead to the same dialogue. I don't even know why they put it in. I think it's just to make you feel like you're important as a player. Yes. They just let him go, did they?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel.
Oh, those bastards.
I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Yeah, okay, so this is normally the point where I'd go, I agree with them, you probably shouldn't just, kill innocent hostages in order to catch one person, but Phoenix, no, Phoenix doesn't think like that, she's more practical than I am.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Oh, well said, Garrus.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Okay, well, we could just leave at this point again, but if we dig a little bit deeper...
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, yes, give it to me, it's fine, we'll sort it.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that, but Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay, Garrus, we'll go and do that at some point, yes, so, honestly, I'm interested in how different Garrus is going to turn out when I'm being a Renegade. Probably not very different, I know, but, like, when you're being Paragon, you sort of constantly argue with him about his things about, sort of thinking it's better to kill hostages in order to catch a guy rather than letting him get away and stuff like that. And eventually he sort of comes round to the idea. You kind of, change his mind about things and it becomes a little bit less Renegade, I suppose. But playing as a Renegade when you're just sort of agreeing with him on everything, I don't quite know what effect that's going to have, if it's going to change anything major. Who's next? Yes, Rex, we should go and talk to you as well. I'm sure you've got something for us.
What do you want, Shepard?
Well, are you okay?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Wow, yes, this is going to be a long conversation, isn't it?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Okay, bye then. No, we'll keep digging.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
I love how this conversation starts off with, like, one-word answers and him just, like, clearly not wanting to talk to you, and then you press him just a little bit and suddenly he's like, oh, okay, I'll tell you my entire life story, that's fine. Yes, so, what happened?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. but he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Basically the perfect place for an ambush, yes.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Okay, well, now that we've got his tragic backstory, we can dig a deeper again.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Oh, flippin' heck, Rex, just tell me what it is you want me to do.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Yes, marvelous. Just tell me where it is and we can go and get it, because we all know that that's what you were angling at from the beginning.
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Oh, that's okay. I can Google it. It'll be fine.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
Okay.
Shepard.
So, these are our two companion quests that we've picked up, so we need to go and find Dr. Saleon for Garrus and kill him, presumably, and we need to go and find Rex's armor. Now, there is one more thing, although it's not given to us quite as explicitly, but we do need to go and have a little chat with Tally. Hello, Tally, how's things going for you?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Glad you're feeling better. Oh yes, I believe I talked to her off camera the last time, and she said that she was having a bit of trouble fitting in, but she seems better now.
Why are you so cheerful?
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Okay, yes, is that why you're here, Tally? Is that what you want? Are you just using us?
You better not jeopardize my mission for the sake of your pilgrimage.
I won't. You have my word on that. But I'm not going to just give up on my search. The fleet needs the resources we find on our pilgrimages. Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Yes, and now we're about to get Tally's tragic backstory, so let's go with that. Well, it's not really a tragic backstory, but you know, it's a backstory.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Your royalty. Like, she literally said that he was head of the Admiralty Board. I don't see how you get to that making her royalty, but there we go.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I guess I'm just tired of people judging me because of who my father is. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
I mean, we're on a mission to try and save the galaxy, but you know.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay, well,
I should
you
go.
may remember that last
later.
time we picked up a transmission or something on Feros that said the Geth are up to something in the Armstrong Nebula cluster. I think it's it's Nebula, isn't it? It's the Armstrong Nebula, right? Oh, it's the Armstrong Nebula cluster. I was right both times. Okay, to investigate what the Geth are up to. Yes, so the Geth are up to something there, and it's possible we may find something that would be of use to Tali if we go and do that. So we'll go and do that at some point. Today, though, I've got other exciting side missions for us to go and do. However, since we're doing the rounds, we may as well go and check in on Liara. Hello, darling. How are you?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Well, I mean, we did rather kick off a little bit of a romance last time. We should probably maybe, I don't know, talk about that.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Liara, seriously, you do not talk about sex on a second date, alright? I'm just saying.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
You definitely don't talk about two becoming one in a truly life-changing event on a second date, alright, Liara? Just slow down a little bit. We haven't even been for a drink yet. I'm just saying. We can ask about the age difference. I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun.
You Asari can live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner grows old and dies?
Some unions are a single encounter between two willing individuals, but there are cases where an Asari and her partner choose to remain together. When that happens, we do not focus on the inevitable loss. Instead, we enjoy the time we are given. And even after a partner has passed on, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Okay. I'm intrigued as this proposition sounds weird. Well, as much as that sounds like a really untactful thing to say, I'm really tempted just to see what happens. Although it is quite funny if you say, is this a proposition? Okay, I don't think I can mess the romance up at this point. I don't think I can, so we're just gonna go sounds weird.
That's a little strange for me. I don't know if I'm ready to...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Again, I have no idea what she's going to say with unbelievable. I mean, I can call her out for being a virgin. That seems a little bit harsh. Let's just say there's no rush. It's fine, Liara. It's fine.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
Well, yeah, you're probably right, to be honest, Liara. I mean, I was thinking we could maybe, I don't know, go to the pictures, go out for a nice dinner or something, the kind of normal things that people do before making lifelong commitments to each other. But, you know, if anything, I think you're the one rushing into things, but there we go.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, Liara.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye. Yes, when I was saying that I kind of prefer not romancing Liara at all and just kind of assuming they're in love with each other. One of the reasons is that the way the romance is written in Mass Effect 1 is a bit weird. I'm not too keen on it, to be honest with you. It's very sort of like she knows you for 5 minutes and suddenly she's all like, oh, you're wonderful and I feel so close to you and all of this kind of stuff. And then if you even give her like the tiniest little bit of encouragement, suddenly it's all, are we going to be together forever and all of this kind of stuff. It's like, Liara, just calm down a little bit, alright? Literally all we've done together is kill some Geth. It's fine if you want to take things a bit slow. But there we go. Right, I believe the council want to have another word with me. I won't hang up on them this time though, because I think they've actually got something useful for me.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
Oh, wonderful. We're friends now, are we?
You didn't seem that interested in helping me before. Why now?
The Council agreed that Saren was dangerous, Commander. That was why we made you a Spectre. We only balked at unleashing the full force of the Citadel fleet against him.
Nobody on the Council wants to see you fail, so we contacted you with this latest information.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Ooh, infiltration regiments. That sounds exciting.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Okay, I imagine Phoenix does not like being left out of the loop.
I don't like being kept in the dark.
We can't have you racing around the galaxy chasing false leads, Commander. We only contacted you because we feel this may be significant.
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Okay, well, you do appear to be being helpful this time, so I'll be polite.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Okay, so we've got Vermeer's opened up for us now. We'll go and do that, like, you know, at some point I'll get around to that. I've got a lot of side missions to do in the meantime. I know there's, like, you know, an infiltration unit who are possibly in trouble or whatever, but we'll deal with them later. I'm sure they can hold out. It'll be fine. Okay, but we can't spend the whole part standing around talking. We should probably go and do something. So, I believe if we head over to the galaxy map... yes, that's Ferros. Get out of Ferros, get out of Ferros. There was another system down here, wasn't there? Yes, and there's something very exciting for us to do down here, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Okay, yes, so there's a Geth data module that has gone missing. Can anybody remember what planet it's on? I suppose I will have to have a look at all of them. Oh, I found it. Elitania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered in a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen, and possesses a thick oxygenated atmosphere. But the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life, so we need to keep our environmental suits on. Understood. Now, we are looking for a Geth thing that has crashed here, a Geth device, which... What was it? Geth device crashed on the planet or something like that. We need to retrieve it before they do something. I wasn't really listening. Anyway, we're probably going to be fighting the Geth, so if we bring Liara and Talia along, because they were really good against the Geth. They made a brilliant team against the Geth on Ferros. They dropped us from quite a bloody height there, alright. That was a very high drop, but okay. And look, we're on a nice pretty world. It's a nice pretty sort of, what's the word? M-class planet, yes. Is that a real thing in real life, or is that just a Star Trek thing? Is it only Star Trek that they call it M-class? I don't know, but we can see its rings. Look, it's got rings. Isn't that exciting? Eee, it's lovely. Right, okay, let's see what we've got going on. We have a downed recon probe, we have debris, and we have an anomaly. Well, the downed recon probe is like what we're looking for, isn't it? I think. So, if we go and have a... Okay, well, we'll start with the debris, because that's the boring one, and then we'll have a look at the anomaly, and then we'll go to the downed recon probe. Because this one's fun. I like this one. I mean, I know I keep saying I'm not going to show you every side mission, but then, like, whenever a side mission comes up, I'm like, oh, that's a really good one. We have to show that one. And where's this debris? It's over here somewhere. Somewhere. Should be able to see it. Where the hell is it? Is it down in the... down in the hole? There it is. Crashed probe. Marvellous. A lot of probes crash in Mass Effect, don't they? Right. Find the gap. Find the gap. Where's the gap? That's not the gap. That's not the gap. Is that the gap? That's almost the gap. That's the gap. There we go. And that got us a grenade upgrade and some armor upgrades. Marvellous. You know, I noticed, you remember last time when we were fighting the Thorian creepers and I had the anti-Thorian grenades equipped for the colonists, but I didn't use them against the colonists, obviously, because I was being a renegade. And I was like, oh, but we'll keep them equipped because they're really useful against the creepers. I completely forgot to use them. I didn't use a single one against those bloody creepers all the times they killed me. I could have just grenaded them to death, but I decided not to. Well, never mind. If I remember correctly, we will encounter some more creepers in at least one mission later on. Ooh, that's a very pretty moon. Are you a moon or are you a planet? You're very, very pretty, whatever you are. And I've fallen down a hole. Hang on a minute. Yeah, you're very pretty. You would make an excellent painting, you would. That's a really big cliff. Should we try and skirt around the top? I think we should try and skirt around the top. Oh wait, hold everything. I've spotted some rocks for Phoenix to survey. You know how Phoenix does love her rocks. Hang on a minute. Where are they? Are they down the side of this mountain? Am I gonna have to go down the mountain and then go back up the mountain? Well, you know what, Phoenix? I'll do it for you, darling. I don't think I can even get the Mako flat enough to actually be able to exit it. Can we? There we go! Marvellous, didn't think it was going to let me out then. What have we got? Palladium? Oh, we've surveyed palladium before. It's not even a very interesting rock. For heaven's sake, Phoenix. Things I do for you, woman. Hey, I nearly fell down the cliff. Nearly fell down the cliff. I was going around the tops of the cliffs, wasn't I? This planet is a bloody nightmare, I'm telling you. Bloody nightmare. Look at that! I mean, just look at that! How in the name of God are you meant to navigate your way across all of that? Not, I'm about to fall down, aren't I? I'm about to fall down. Hang on! Hang on! Oh, this isn't good. Hey, no, no, no. I will not fall down the cliff. I will not fall down the cliff. I will not fall down the cliff. Go sideways. Sideways always works. Sideways always works. Come on. Come on, Mako. I believe in you. I believe in you. Come on. Is that the anomaly? I think I can see the anomaly, like, over there. Ah, yeah, that looks slightly anomalous to me. Well, we could just nosedive for it. Should we do that? Well, ha 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 ha. Went flying. Okay, okay, okay. I can see the question mark on my map. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. I swear to God, whoever designed this bloody level. I hope they've suffered since then. Ooh, that's shiny. Okay, well, maybe it was worth coming across the mountains. Actually, if this is the one I think it is, it was very worth coming across the mountains. Kind of, a little bit. Hello, Prothean Ruin. You're shiny. And find the gap, find the gap, find the gap. And now it's going to float for a little bit. And now we can examine it. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside of the surface. Remembering the strange trinket you recovered from the Asari consort on the Citadel, that I apparently just carry around with me for reasons, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes into a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly, your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain in the small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of your skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards where a strange creature hovers high above you. It's unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to the caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone and some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear and feel. At these times your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it, its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A great eye opens from the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. Yet more. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back. The Prothean artifact looming above you, undamaged, and your companion standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. That sounds like Tally. I'm going to say that one was Tally. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. That's totally Liara. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon? I'm going to say Cro-Magnon. Is that a thing? Is that a thing I should know about? Hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analysing the results on their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realising this is a mystery you will probably never solve. Forget about it. Yes, so, for reasons, there were memories of a ancient human stored in here that the Protheans recovered while they were studying us from their base on Mars. Because if you haven't picked up that yet, the Protheans have a base on Mars. Or had a base on Mars when they were still around and they were studying us from it. That's part of the thing that I don't think has actually been mentioned yet. Yes, and the memories of one of the humans that they kidnapped was just sort of there for some reason, and our hazard thing has almost gone up. I forgot this has a level 1 hazard thing on the planet. Right, so now that we've got that, we can go to the downed recon probe, energy debris. Yeah, that was the debris we found. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Yeah, so if you don't manage to get the trinket from the consort, I'm assuming you can't unlock those memories. I'm assuming it's just a mysterious glowing orb that you can't do anything with. And we've made it back onto flat ground. Right, where's this downed recon probe thing, or whatever it is that we're trying to get a hold of? Oh, I don't like flat plains. Flat plains always make me think of threshing moors. There aren't any threshing moors on this planet. I know for a fact there aren't threshing moors on this planet, but it still always makes me think of threshing moors. Right. It's over here somewhere. Somewhere. Anywhere. There it is. I found it. Okay. Downed probe. So we'll just like pick up the thing, right, and then get back, and it'll be fine. This will be a totally easy thing. Phoenix, I didn't tell you to get your gun out. Oh, there's some dead monkeys. Okay.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
This will not be easy.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine, Liara. Oh, did I mention that I put me and Liara in matching armor? I put me and Liara in matching armor. I thought that would be cute. It's not quite as good as her pink armor, but, you know, its stats are better. Right. There's some more rocks for me to survey, I've just noticed. There's also a monkey colony. You gotta love a monkey colony. Ah, this looks like a monkey colony. Hello, monkeys. Do any of you have a data module? Do you have a data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Do you have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Do you have the data module? The monkey does not have. Do you have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Okay, none of the monkeys have the data module. Trouble. But Tally smells trouble. Why does Tally smell trouble? What's happened, Tally? Tally, what's going... Did you just decide to shout that randomly? Oh, Tally smells trouble because we're in a level 1 hazard and my thing's run out, so my health's going down. Why wasn't their health going down? Am I the only one who's allergic to this planet? Yeah, you can kill the monkeys, can't you? Can you kill the monkeys? I'm only going to try because I think you get renegade points for it.
That was a little extreme, wasn't it?
4 renegade
Humans
points!
have such a violent reputation.
Oh, Liara! Oh, Liara, I'm so sorry! 4 renegade points for killing a monkey! I might remind you that killing the colonists on Feros, that was 2 renegade points each. Killing an innocent monkey is worse, apparently. And actually, yes, that is kind of worse. And Liara told me off for it, so I'm not going to do that again. But you know, if you want a load of free renegade points, that's where you get it from. Now, okay, there's 3 other monkey colonies for us to investigate. So this will be fun, won't it, guys? Right, guys? I'll try not to run over the monkeys. Oh, I'm so sad now. Liara told me off. Oh, I feel this is almost as bad as that time where I accidentally killed those nugs in Crestwood in Dragon Age Inquisition, and Cassandra told me off. And that time it was a complete accident. My finger slipped, and I accidentally did chain lightning, and a load of nugs died, and all of my companions disapproved, and Cassandra told me off, and I felt so guilty I had to reload. Fun times. Okay, hello monkeys. I'm gonna put my guns away because I'm not gonna kill any of you. So, do you have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Okay. Do you have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Do you have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. None of these monkeys have the data module, do they? Okay, so I've been through all the monkey colonies, and none of the monkeys have the data module. And now I've found some monkeys down in an abandoned mine, and there's only a few left to search. So one of you is going to have the data module. Does this monkey have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Does this monkey? Where's he gone? Where have you gone, monkey? Does this monkey have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. One of you monkeys has to have the data module. Oh, you're a cute monkey. Do you have the data module? This monkey does not have the data module. Okay. Does this monkey have the data module? The monkey does not have the data module. Literally 1 monkey left now, guys. Does this monkey have the data module?
He dropped the data module!
It
Yay!
is a miracle the data module is still intact. Your pilot should be able to relay this info to your superiors.
Yay, we did it, guys. Okay, so spoiler alert, this monkey always has the data module. It never moves around to different monkeys. It's always this monkey, and he's the one hiding, like, in the back of the final colony that you would probably go to, logically, based on the map design. The one down, hidden in the mine. It's always that monkey. So, on subsequent playthroughs, you never have to bother going to any of the other ones. It's always that monkey. Right, I failed that override because I was too busy talking about monkeys and I wasn't concentrating. Well, that's fine. I just had to use up 20 of my Omni-Gel. Okay. Oh, red triangles have appeared. Is that the Geth? Yep, that's the Geth come to get their thing back. I hope you haven't killed any of the monkeys. That would be awful. Only monsters kill monkeys. That was the wrong thing. I put a singularity up when I meant to get a barrier up. Don't you just hate it when you do that? Oh! flipping Nora, there's a destroyer. Okay, there's a destroyer and there's lots of things and I can't see what's going on. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to run away and abandon my companions. The destroyer's following me. Hang on a minute. I'm being chased by a demented destroyer and now I'm dead. Okay, that got a bit frantic, didn't it? Flipping heck. Okay, I just shot a wall. What's going on? Where are they? There they are, right. So there's a shock trooper. There's a destroyer somewhere and he's just going to charge at us because, I don't know, maybe he really wants a cuddle or something. That one is now hacked. So he's shooting at other ones. I have no idea what's going on. There's the destroyer. Okay, what can we do to the destroyer? Well, they're both blocked, which isn't good. Tally's dead. Tally's definitely dead. Well, okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna shove a singularity up by that destroyer. If we can deal with him, that would be good. I'm gonna get my barrier up. What the hell was that? That's another destroyer. That's another destroyer. Okay, Liara, if you can just put him in a stasis field so we don't have to worry about him for a while. I want to get this one down. Oh, there's bloody snipers shooting at me as well. Okay, get Tally back, and then quickly heal before I die. Okay, what do we want to do? Everything's gone a little bit mad. Liara's used up all of her abilities. I'm going to just shove them just a little bit. That did nothing to him. These destroyers are going to be the death of me, I was about to say, and then it literally happened, so I was right. Okay, this one's going to be a bit bloody tricky, isn't it? 2 destroyers in an enclosed space. That's never good. Right, and they're coming at us from 2 different directions. I mean, ideally, I want to be able to, like, run past them and get to somewhere more open, but I'm not sure how feasible that is, to be honest with you. All right, darling, all right. Did you just hit Tally with that thing? That's not very nice. I was about to tell Tally to get a barrier up, but she doesn't have one, does she? With her not being a biotic. Right. Okay, she's hacked the shock trooper. That's good. Nobody fire at the shock trooper. He's being useful to us. Liara's put to singularity in the middle of nowhere for no well-explained reason, which is fine. I can't see anyone. There's a shock trooper. Okay. Get him down. I'm very paranoid about these destroyers. Where are they? Because they just run right at you. There's one. Okay. If I put a singularity up there, keep him busy for a short while. And there's another one, so if we can just warp. Warping seems good. Tally's not looking so hot. Oh wow, you make interesting screeching noises, don't you? Shove you over there? Okay. And then, oh, she's hacked him. Brilliant. That's a very, very good idea, Tally. And now you've died, but, you know, you did good anyway. You know what? I'm just going to shoot him. I think hacking him was a good way of taking his attention away for a while, but better just to shoot him. Get him in the air. Liara's now dead. Can I bring them back? I'm going to bring them back and Medi-gel them. Right, barrier. Liara's immediately dead again. What happened to Liara? Who killed Liara? What happened? I'm going to assume it was the destroyer who is now dead. Right. Is that both destroyers down? Both destroyers are down. Ooh, all's quiet on the Western Front. Where are they? Are they hiding? I think they're hiding. Oh, even the music stopped. This is very creepy. Okay, so they're hiding over there. There's at least one sniper. Snipers can one-shot me, so we're going to have to be careful. We did a good job getting those 2 destroyers down. It would be a real shame to die now. Right. Tally, what's going on? There's the sniper. Okay. Way! That was Tally down. These bloody snipers. There's 2. There might be 3, but there's at least 2. And he's aiming at me. Just frankly rude, I think. I'm now also jammed because my pistol doesn't have a combat scanner. Oh, he's disappeared and I don't know where he is. That's not good. Are you hiding behind the box? Yeah, there's 2 of them. There was 3. And boop. And one left. Can I blow that up? Would that do anything? Right. There we go. Was that all of them? That was apparently not all of them. Whoa, there was 4 blimmin' snipers. Who the hell needs 4 snipers? That's just greedy. Right. Okay, is that all of them? Is that all of them? Yay, that was all of them. Okay, quick save. Right. Now, are we done or is there going to be more waiting for us outside? There may be more waiting for us outside. Geth do tend to be a little bit on the persistent side, I have to say. And they're probably slightly annoyed at everything that happened on Feros. You know, assuming Geth get annoyed. Do you think Geth get annoyed? I think Geth probably get annoyed. I mean, we all get annoyed, don't we? We get very annoyed when people do silly things like, you know, put windows in their spaceships and stuff like that. Right. Well, we're alright so far. Slightly concerned that there might be something big waiting for us out here, but the Mako's out here. So, if we can run to the Mako, we should be fine, even if there is bad things waiting for us. No, there's just some monkeys. Well, at least the Geth didn't kill the monkeys outside. I hope they didn't kill any of the monkeys inside. That would be terrible. Nobody wants innocent monkeys to die, do they? Is that everything? That is everything. That is one monkey-based mission completed. Yay! Oh, and Hackett doesn't even seem to want to talk to us about it. Well, that's a bit rude. Do you know what I went through to get that flippin' Geth data module? I had to search many, many monkeys, Hackett. The least you could do is thank me. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day there, to be honest. I think we've had a nice wind down since Feros. You know, just took care of a little bit of monkey business. Had a little bit of a chat with all of our companions, sort of touched base and caught up with everybody. I think this is a nice wind down episode after dealing with, you know, the giant telepathic plant and killing a lot of innocent colonists and all of that kind of stuff. I realise we haven't done a huge amount today, but I think it's good to just have a bit of a chill episode now and then, isn't it, guys? Next time I think we will go and take care of the Cerberus side missions that we picked up last time. Either that or we'll go and do the Geth. The Geth is a pretty big one as far as I remember. That might need an episode in its own right. It's also a bit boring. I might actually do it off screen. I'm not entirely certain. We'll see. We'll see. But next time, yeah, I'm saying Cerberus for now, alright? That's what I'm going with at the minute. So yes, next time, Cerberus. But until then, I shall say farewell. Oh, you know what's just bloody occurred to me? All this time I should have been ending these episodes with I should go, shouldn't I? Wouldn't that have been good? Missed a bloody trick there, Magpie, flippin' heck.